Have you ever cursed when working with TextMesh Pro? Or procrastinated on creating your game's UI because you didn't want to deal with all that text and typography right then? Man, do I have a book for you. Hi and welcome. TextMesh Pro is a system that handles text in Unity, and the documentation can fall a bit flat on its face at times. I'm a designer and teacher, and I wrote the ultimate handbook for Unity's TextMesh Pro to not just hand you the theoretical, purely technical knowledge like most documentation does, but always explain it in a way a designer works with it and sees the system. After all, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. And on the other hand, sometimes you should and can do things that hadn't been mentioned in technically focused guides before. The ebook is available now on my Itch, Ko-fi and Gumroad storefronts, with a printed softcover version available soon via Amazon. You can find lots more infos over on my website for it, including a downloadable table of contents and an index to get an idea of what awaits you inside. You'll find all the links in the pinned comment. I wrote this especially for solo indie developers and small teams without a dedicated UI design or TMP specialist, which is why my book takes you from the fundamentals of typography, with a heavy focus on games, although many parts of design are universal, all the way through different ways to work with TextMesh Pro to achieve different systems, and finally, localizing your game across writing systems and checking for performance issues. And as much as I love theory, this is a practical, hands-on book built around real scenarios you'll come across all the time in game development. It's where I poured years of experience with TextMesh Pro and countless conversations with developers, contractors, and communities into one helpful guide. On 520 full-color pages, with 950 images, and very close to 120,000 words. Inside you will learn how to figure out the right typography of your game, how to choose a font and not get a headache about licensing. It's one of the biggest topics I see many developers stumble over. I have studied to become a design teacher. Let me tell you, there are rules and guidelines to figuring out a good typeface for a project and how to work with it. Read and understand the settings of TextMesh Pro with clear explanations of what each control does. If you've seen the way I structure tutorials before, especially my Canvas or layout tutorials, for example, you'll find my style in here as well, of course. Work through a recipe book of common UI use cases with step-by-step screenshots and ready-to-use syntax-highlighted C# script examples. Small thank you shout out to the JetBrains team who allowed me to use their style and theme in my book, so navigating the scripts should be as easy to you as seeing code in your own IDE. I love color coding. Create and manage font assets. This includes pixel fonts and image fonts, of course, and goes deep into the settings available to you from creation to later tweaks to match different fonts to each other without sudden jumps in line heights and so much more. Create dropdowns and input fields without having to reinvent the wheel for common use cases anymore. Ever needed a multi-select dropdown? It's supported, just a little bit of a headache to figure out. I'll walk you through it. Localize your game with Unity's localization system, including cross-writing system localization from English into languages such as Chinese and Japanese. You will learn a lot about Unicode in here too, since the way languages and characters are mapped can mean you run into quite the conundrum if you don't know what you're looking for. Figure out performance settings and how to optimize your use of TextMesh Pro, which is also where I'll finally answer if you should use .text or .setText. The answer might surprise you. No matter if you're shipping your first game or your fifth, I strongly believe my book will turn TextMesh Pro from a source of frustration into a tool you'll understand and work more efficiently with. I sincerely hope my book will be a tool you'll enjoy using. Thank you for watching. Have a great week and may your projects progress nicely.